Good morning. This is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, bringing you the AA Word of the Day for March 27th, 2025, a Thursday. And the word for the day is AA's freedoms. We trust that we already know what our several freedoms truly are, that no generation of AAs will ever feel compelled to limit them. Our AA freedoms create the soil in which genuine love can grow. And this is the daily commentary. I crave freedom. Oh, before I go on, that was taken from The Language of the Heart, a really great book, page 303. I crave freedom, first freedom to drink, later freedom from drink. The AA program of recovery rests on a foundation of free choice. There are no mandates, laws, or commandments. AA's spiritual program, as outlined in the 12 steps, by which I am offered even greater freedoms, is only suggested. I can take it or leave it. Sponsorship is offered, not forced, and I can come and go as I will. In these and other freedoms that allow me to recapture the dignity that was crushed by the burden of drink, and which is so dearly needed to support an enduring sobriety. Very, very, very true. Uh, I kind of fought at the beginning of my sobriety against the idea of getting a sponsor. And eventually, the man that would be my sponsor, he was younger than me, but he was there in the background even when I didn't know he was going to be my sponsor, guide me, explaining things to me, being a good friend. And it's very sad, but he didn't make it. He lost his battle with alcoholism. He went out thinking he had one more chance to get back in, and he didn't. And it really saddens me because of all the people that I thought would always be there and make it, and he'd be my sponsor into old age. He, he wasn't. And I've had to find another sponsor who is very well, but it's just something about that first sponsor you have when you know nothing, absolutely nothing about AA, and he teaches you, informs you. So God bless Alex. He was right there when I needed him, and I'm forever grateful. So, crushed by the burden of drink. I certainly was. In I was never had really bad jackpots, never. But the mental and emotional jackpot I was in was pretty bad. I did have some very, very strange things. Uh, I woke up once in Rhode Island. They celebrated Oktoberfest when Rhode Island had a brewery operating in the city. It was Narragansett Beer. And they had a gigantic parking lot, and they cut off streets, and they had, a big, big, big Oktoberfest. Well, I got primed before I went to that. That wasn't too far away from where I live, so walking was possible. And I went there and drunk and got drunker. And I woke up in a bar in central Providence at a table, my head down in beer. I can remember those moments of coming to, and the smell. At that time, you could smoke in bars, and all the cigarette smell. I didn't smoke. And just wondering, where am I? What bar is this? And there were some people at a table next to me, so I asked them, where am I? They said, oh, you're at Armando's. I said, did you see me come in? No, you passed out when we came in. So at that point, didn't have a car, and I don't know how that I ever got to that place. So I woke up and I did find a bus that was going past my house, and I didn't have to walk drunk home. But that's kind of a loss of dignity when you can't even remember where you were and wake up with total strangers around you and your friends all gone. And I learned they tried to wake me up, but I was out. That's kind of how that kind of characterized all my drinking my whole life. Getting primed up before I went out, going out and drinking, blacking out, and passing out. Uh, and how wonderful is that freedom from drink that it mentions here? I had the freedom to drink and experience the freedom from drink. And the freedom from drink was so much better. And I thank God that it has stayed with me for these past 34 years and that I'm able to help others, uh, you know, come into the program just like my sponsor, teach them what they need to know, show them by example, explain things to them. And it's wonderful. I can do that here too. As I'm developing this program, I started this not sure that anyone would even ever watch anything. And as long as I can help one person, that's great. So I want to wish you all a good and sober Thursday, and we will see you tomorrow.